And good afternoon. Welcome to Delaware Park. Beautiful afternoon. We're back to live racing. Hope you can join us. Great 8-race card. First race post time is 12:30. Special guest here today at Delaware Park. The esteemed author Jennifer Kelly is in town. She's written 2 books, Sir Barton, The Making of the Triple Crown, and most recently, The Foxes of Bel Air, about some great Triple Crown winners from the 30s. Congratulations on 2 great books with all the rich history. Thanks for being here today. What inspired you to write these books?
I've been a long time horse racing fan, and what really got me into the sport was the Triple Crown. So, what better way to start than to write about the first Triple Crown winner? So,
And that was
yeah.
Sir Barton. Talk
Yes.
about all the extensive research and the amount of time it took to put that book together.
I think more of the work is really the research than the writing, because the writing is something I've been doing since I was a very young person, and I did it for a living for a long time. So the research is very extensive. A lot of working on different archives, working with the Keeneland Library, and just getting really lucky periodically to send things your way.
And how was the response to your first book, the Sir Barton book?
It was great. I was honored to be able to tell his story and honored to see how well received it was.
And so I've seen great responses from the industry about both books. Now let's talk about your most recent book, The Foxes of Bel Air. A lot of history down there in Maryland, close to Bowie Racecourse. Talk about all the history that went into that book, The Foxes of Bel Air.
The Foxes are Gallup Fox, Omaha, and their owner and breeder, William Woodward. And of course, that's a very Maryland based family of racehorses. They were bred at Claiborne Farm, but they came back here to Maryland and raced. And Woodward built a dynasty in the 1930s that really gave rise to things like Calumet Farm, but it's all uniquely Maryland based, Mid Atlantic based, and I think everyone here should be proud that the first 3 Triple Crown winners all came from this region.
Absolutely. How long did it take you to write the second book, The Foxes of Bel Air?
The second book went faster. If you can believe that, writing about 2 horses, it only took about 2.5 years, but COVID happened in the middle of it, so it was a bit challenging.
And of course, one of the best horse racing movies out there is Seabiscuit. It was nominated for Best Oscar, and that was more of it was about the great horse Seabiscuit. It was also a period piece from that time back during the Depression and everything. Is there a lot of history about the time period that your books took place during?
I did as much as I could, given that I was writing about 2 different horses, and my publisher has a limit on the number of words you can use. So I tried to bring as much of the context, especially the Depression, into it. So hopefully when people pick it up, they'll get a real picture of what it was like during that era.
And it's got to be fascinating to kind of take yourself back in time and put yourself at racetracks back in the 1930s when
Yes.
great horses like Gallant Fox and Omaha were running. So, yeah, Seabiscuit got made into a movie. Has anyone contacted you about either book being made into a movie?
Well, not yet, but if anybody would like to, my inbox is open.
All right, good stuff. And you're here today for a book signing. How long are you going to be here with us this afternoon?
Well, officially it said 1 to 3, but I am here all day. So if you see me, stop and say hi, and I'd be more than happy to talk about horses and books.
And you've been a horse racing fan your whole life. You said first racetrack you went to was the Birmingham Turf Club down in Alabama, right?
Right, August 12th, 1989.
All
I was
right.
12 years old, and my aunt took me against my mother's wishes, and I had a brilliant time.
All right, so 2 books so far. What are some other fascinating horses that you might write another book about in the future?
I signed a contract for book number 3, but I'm not going to give that away yet. But I do have horses like Count Fleet and Assault on my list. And my dream project is Easy Goer Sunday Silence.
Okay.
So one day, cross my fingers, I will get to do that one.
All right, so the 1920s, the 30s, 40s, 50s, and also the 1989
Yeah.
epic Triple Crown battle between
Absolutely.
Sunday Silence and Easy Goer. All right, well, we'll look forward to all those books, hopefully many more to come. The author, Jennifer Kelly, she's here with us all afternoon right by the paddock. You can buy the Sir Barton book or The Foxes of Bel Air. She has copies of them both. She'll sign them for you, talk to you about horse racing, and maybe give you a little hint about some of the books that she has coming in the future. Thank you very much for being here. It was a pleasure to meet you, and best of luck with both books.
Thank you, Stan. Thank you, everybody here at Delaware Park. I hope to see you today.